So this is a road to 2 mark on the tier 5 German premium Panzer V M10. So yeah, the start of this battle got cut off somehow, but up to 700 assistance already. Just 110 damage, but it's that assistance. Coming to the spot I usually like to come to. It's got the sort of the ridge on the front, ridge on the sides. Yeah, really nice spot. Getting hit by something over there, but yeah, it's the E25, so it's going to be very difficult to spot out. Put a shot into him. But yeah, I always take this spot when I can. It's a really powerful spot. It's just, yeah, be careful of artillery, obviously. This tank, I would say it's really good. I really enjoy it. It's got the preferential matchmaking as well, so you only see up to tier 8. I don't really see too many issues with the actual tank. The gun's fine. You do need to shoot premium occasionally, but that extra with the premium matchmaking or preferential matchmaking is a really good bonus. When you're just a bit sick of +2 -2, you can just get in this and have sort of a +1 -2 type of tank. Yeah, just E25. I initially thought he was trying to go back to that bush, but I think he's just doing scouting loops now. All the light tanks have been destroyed. I think they had one light tank. But yeah, just standing in this position. There's no reason for me to move. I've got the tank destroyers behind me. I've got support with the heavy and the medium. He's running up and down the ridge as well, which is great. Have noticed that we've lost the hill, so I am thinking that we are going to have some shots coming in from behind. But I do like this position because you can dive down here and you've got a bat ridge protecting you. Artillery takes a hit on me, so yeah, just looking at what artillery it is. So yeah, as I said, this is where artillery like to focus. We have lost the hill and they seem to be camping it as well. E25 gets shut down. I give that a great shot. That was, I think he was lighting a lot of people up. So that was really important for the game. Our dragon that was going up and down the ridge, he's just been shut down. Spot this ISU 152. We really don't want to take a hit from him, so just trying to put a couple of shots in. I have noticed that there's someone firing over there. Just seeing if I can get, so I think it was that bush, so just take a shot, get something, so there is something in there. Take another shot. Just another one because I missed. Yeah, whoever it was that was there has since moved. Got this IS-6 coming down. Don't really want to be fighting him. The interesting thing with this tank is it's got 5mm of spaced armour, essentially all around. So on the turret, especially on the turret sides, you can see it. It's actually the spaced armour on the front as well. So you will notice this if a light tank in particular, or just anything with sort of quite low penetration, you will bounce, especially if you're angled slightly. So it is really good in that type of situation. The reload's really quick. It's got quite nice damage. Yeah, it's fairly mobile. I mean, it's on a Panther essentially that's just been made to look a bit like an M10. So if you like Panther, you'll like this. I think this tank is worth getting. Again, if it's on sort of a weekly offer or a personal offer that's sort of 50% off, then yeah, it's definitely worth picking up. Take a massive hit from something back there. Artillery takes a shot as well. Just gonna duck down into this ridge. I think they've probably pushed through the little underneath the bridge or over the train tracks, so just seeing if I can spot him. I'll just pop the food. I just want to give my TDs camping back there a shot. The SU-130 PM spot, put a couple of shots into him, he gets shut down. Yeah, artillery again. Felt as though he was going to be targeting me. So yeah, this IS-6 decides he's going to go in amongst the buildings. Still got the heavy tank up here. Very low health though, so am I, with pretty much a one shot for everything now. So yeah, playing this quite cautiously. He's getting shot. Don't really want to. He's spotted, so I don't really want to block shots for him at this stage. I'd rather stand out if I can. The IS-6 decides he's going to charge in. So I'm thinking if I can get up there. But yeah, I'm playing it very cautiously. I'm thinking now that the TDs are probably. He's on 111 health. The TDs are probably going. Does spot me, unfortunately. So I'm just moving, just arcing around, trying to go downhill just to help with avoiding the artillery. Something's looking over this way, so I just stop in the little valley. So it's 5-5 at the moment. We've both got one artillery each. Pretty even tank-wise. We've got one more TD, they've got one more medium. This tank destroyer is moving up with me. Just trying to use these bushes for cover. Pop the food just to help with the view range. Do feel as though someone's surely going to be camping back here. Charging in. Just go up the hill a little bit to see if I can see round the ridge up there. Spot the IS. Ricochet, I ricochet, he shot. I put one in. He shuts me down. So you can see it did ricochet the IS. But we end up winning that game anyway. MVP with no kills, which is always a bit interesting to see. 1100 damage though. Yeah, but it was that assistant damage. 6,154 assisted damage. It just shows how powerful that little position can be. Soldiery, ace tanker on that one, spotter, and making my way up towards 75% at least, on the way to the 85% for the second mark. So yeah, really good game. 6,000 assisted in tier 7, really good. See how I was pleased with that game. Second game, Malanovka. Seeing what the team's going to do, bit concerned if they all head towards, go down the JK line. Wondering what this light tank's going to do. Hoping he's going to be spotting for me. I'm aiming for these bushes on this little hill. Feel quite confident to use the vision range and the camo. I've got the camo skill, I've got the vision range skill, I've got the optics rammer. I think I've got the vents on this. Don't think I can put the stabilizer on. Their light tank comes up. I'm just staying here. I don't want to push because I know that they'll have a lot of TDs getting into position. I was thinking this light tank would charge up the ramp. T-38. Completely oblivious to me at the moment. Put one shot in, take another shot. Ducks behind cover. Yeah, there is a TD. I bounced something. As I said, the armour is quite good, especially with that a little bit of spaced armour around the side. I think it just takes the bit of penetration off of the shells coming in. Yeah, shot the Nashon down. I'm not too sure with that shell arc. I haven't unlocked the Nashorn, so not too sure if it's got slow or if he was just firing HE. Try and take a shot on the... I was holding R2. I have noticed sometimes that doesn't fire sometimes. I'm not too sure why. I'm not too sure if it's a bug or something wrong with my connection. Pretty sure the controller's fine, works for everything else. So yeah, that was a bit odd. Just staying in this bush now. Feel that artillery suspects that someone's here, so he is taking shots over. I think the other two mediums behind me have been spotted. Just got spotted on the cross here. E25 gets lit up. I'm not too sure what they're firing. I've taken hardly any damage. This is there are tier 5s in this game, so I'm not too sure if it's just one of the light tanks. But yeah, I've got good support here. They're charging across. I don't think they're going to stop. So I think if they're going to do that, I'm going to come down here, try and get the M4 to follow me. It would be useful in this situation if the two of us went this way. Just go on this ramp up here. It's a bit late in the game to really be doing this, but it's still a good position. I think that was probably the light tank that had a shot at me, so I feel fairly confident to go in front of him. T-3488 moves up there. They're shutting down though. So with that T-3488 moving, I feel as though there isn't really anyone round here. He's probably fled because there isn't the support. There seems to be a battle going on the K line. They seem to be pushing the hill as well, so I feel as though it's pretty much empty over here. Our friendly M4 gets shot down. I'm on my own at this moment, so I'm thinking doesn't look too good. They've got the hill, they've got the river bed, the frozen river bed, so it's a matter of time. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go get the artillery. There it is, just one shot. Missed that one. Shot into the ground. Don't know what I was doing, but got the ram kill on the artillery, which is always good. So at this point, feeling a bit more confident. It's 7-9. We're losing, but we've just knocked one of them out, so 7-8. I'm now out of the fight, so I've got the artillery out. So that's positive. It's just I'll be out of the fight now. So this light tank gets, I spot him, he's running away. Someone, again I'm not too sure if that was HE or that was the space armor, knocking off some of the penetration of that, but yeah, hardly any damage from that, so I suspect someone's firing some sort of HE. I'm thinking I'm going to follow them round, the enemy team. I'm going to go where they would have gone, try and pick off the stragglers at the back. I suspect that the TDs are probably around here somewhere, but I actually spot up the Tiger one first. Put one shot into the side of his turret. Moves forward, starts moving backwards. Bounce the shot off the turret, so just aim a bit more carefully just to make sure I get the side. Bounce again, but he's now decided he's going to charge. Leaving on 33 hit points, and my teammate shuts him down. So we're now 6-4. So me going that way has helped. I think that was where the battle had got us a bit of a stalemate. So that T-29 can now make a move. Outcap's being pushed by a couple of the mediums. We've got a light tank that never loaded in, but he seems to be spotting them. The Excalibur gets lit up at the top here. I think he's probably moved off down from the hill. Just see how many shots we can get in. See, I'm very cautious. I'm just trying, taking care with my where the dotted line is, where people can spot me. Just making sure that I don't overlap where that TD is. I don't want to be spotted by him. Try and get some shots into this T-3485. Get one into the side. Yeah, it's a lower tier tank, so quite easily go through the side. Yeah, it's 3-3 at the moment. They've got a couple of TDs. We've got myself, TD and a heavy. So it does look like it's their advantage. One of them is a E25. This T-34 still take a shot thinking he's going to move forward, but at this point I just want this guy out the game. Our TD goes charging in with 32 hit points. I was thinking that he was going to get shut down, but obviously the SU 100 was loaded before charging in. So now I'm thinking it's an E25 and Excalibur. The Excalibur was sort of DC 5 area on that little ridge, so I'm thinking might still be there. I'm assuming that I won't be able to outspot the E25, and I'm thinking the E25 is going to be the last one because firstly he's faster, and secondly I have an idea of where the other one is. So I come down this way, I get lit, so I suspect, yep, I think he's up there, but they're actually already over there. That's the E25. Coming up here because I'm thinking he's still there. Getting pinged teammates. So yeah, it looks like that Excalibur did move. So we know where the 25 is, so a couple of important shots. We get one into him, get two into him, and then that wreck saves him. So he's down to a one hit for us. So at this point I'm feeling confident. We can just charge in. Teammates are pinging the cap. Again, it wasn't the one alive. I was thinking if it was the heavy tank pinging the cap, that's where it was going to go. Yeah, there's no need to cap in this situation. I've got 900 hit points. The 25 is going to outspot me. But yeah, just spotted by something. Spot the Excalibur up. The 25 I think is on the left. Just use this building a bit. I'm still targeted, so he has got shots on me. Gets two into me. So you can see how close he was before I actually spotted him. That's how I suspect he had all the camo skills on behind a bush, and he was firing and still couldn't spot him until I was right on top of him. But yeah, 5 kills, MVP. Yeah, it was that 4.5 combined. Yeah, 28 direct hits, yeah. Ace tanker. And yeah, high caliber. And yeah, just coming up to 80% now on the mark. So this is the 2 mark game on the vineyards. I'm going to do what I usually do on this map, A5, A6 area. I've noticed there's quite a few tier 5s, so I'm feeling fairly confident going this way, even if the heavies are going the opposite direction. Yeah, just wondering what those two are going to, which way they're going to go. But looks like we've got enough support going this way, especially considering I'm top tier. So yeah, just a Panzer 5-4. I think it's a platoon of them. But yeah. So pop the food. Notice there's only sort of a couple of light tanks on their team, one on ours. They all seem to be gone south. I spot someone up just in front of the little camping farmhouse or wherever it's supposed to be. I quite like using this building before crossing over. You can get shots like this. Usually it's when you spot people up on the ridge itself, like this guy. So yeah, just put a couple into the KV-85. Bounced there, unfortunately. The heavy tanks in A6 are coming over, but they seem to have stopped. So I'm assuming they're actually just taking shots. Managed to, I think I knocked the guy's engine out, so he gets taken out. I haven't pushed onto the hill itself, so I'm thinking now is the time for me to move. Artillery takes a shot, but yeah. Just going up onto this ridge. Seem to be getting spotting damage from this one. We spot the T-3485 up there. Just waiting for the food to go back in. I'm coming back down because I'm thinking artillery is looking this way. Feel that he's really pre-aimed targeting on that ridge. Noticed our heavies are pushing up quite aggressively now. He's in a Churchill 1, so yeah, he's trying to make the most of his slow speed to get up into the fight. So they're now fighting on around that hill. Spot this Excalibur up, put a couple of shots into him. He tries to retreat back, but we finish him off. Their Churchill 1 gets spotted, just trying to creep forward, just trying to keep this bush in between us, but get spotted anyway. Seeing where the shot is, I'll just snap it. Again, I feel as though artillery is pre-aimed over here. And yeah, the artillery is raining shells down over here. So we've got the bug in this game still where when some tanks are spotted they pop up in the middle of the map, so that's what threw me off there. I thought the artillery was in the middle of the field. Just loading up the premium shells now, just going to go on to this Churchill 1. Got the cruise control on, so I have no intention of really stopping. Load the standards. I'm hoping to get the finishing shot on the artillery, which I do. Got the Churchill 1 here, set them on fire, and then just put another one in just to get the kill. So yeah, 1300 damage, 1100 assisted. Yeah, 2400. I think the requirements for a third mark are, I think 2200 combined. But I just don't think I'm that consistent enough to constantly hit those numbers. So yeah, it's at 2 marks at the moment. I do intend of eventually 3 marking this one. It's really enjoyable tank.